A Muslim, Abdul, he wrote the following. Comedian Chris Rock, a black who is Christian today, has very short memory. Bible, slaves obey your masters, even if they beat you severely. Here you see how the hypocrite, stinky followers of Muhammad, they lie. The slaves he's talking about, those are Christians, you coward, which means from the beginning of the time, slaves, they believe in Jesus. And all what he is saying to them, you obey your masters, because if you don't, what they will do to you? They will kill you. Christians are not supposed to do violence. And this is the Roman Empire. The one who disobey his master, they can even burn him alive. In fact, at that time, you coward, the Christians themselves, who they are the disciple of Jesus, been tortured and killed one by one. So what the Bible was saying to them, be peaceful. We want you to live. Doing any aggression is not going to be for your benefit. The Bible never encourages slavery. And the proof of that, none of those Christians own slaves. The one who owned the Christian slaves is the Roman. And now if we go to your filthy prophet, remember, you are against this statement. Slaves, obey your master, even if they beat you severely. Let us go to what Muhammad said. This is your stinky prophet commanding the Muslims to obey. Listen carefully. You are the one who said that in the Bible it says, obey your masters even if he is bad. Read carefully. Sahih Muslim, Hadith number 1847. And the one is talking himself, he owns slaves. And I will show you just a little list of the slave girls who were in the house of Muhammad, just in a second. Now, your filthy prophet saying the following. You have to obey your master. You will listen and carry his orders. Even if he flagged you, even if he take your wealth, you should listen and obey. Do you see it? Here you see the hypocrisy of the Muhammadan. The one who's saying that, he himself owned tons of slaves. The one who said that in the Bible never owned one. In fact, they themselves, they've been taken into slavery. They themselves, they've been fed into tigers and cats and lions. Do you see how he used it different? If we ask this filthy Muhammadan, how many slaves his prophet he owned just inside the house? Those are the female slaves. Let's just take a little, little study, huh? This is one of your Muslim terrorist website. May Allah bless that terrorist. Here it says, his female slaves, may God bless him and grant him peace. They are proud about it, how many female slaves he have inside the house. And the funny, they say to you, Prophet Muhammad was so poor, man, so poor. And now let us read together. Some of them, not all of them. And then here we go. Bintu Razina, Ummina, Batina, all kind of crazy stuff. Look at those names. Look. Look. All of those names, all those women, they are slaves in the house of Muhammad. Ethiopian, black people, from Africa, from everywhere, and they have no shame to talk about them. Look at the names. And those, by the way, slaves are wonderful slaves. They used to clean the testicles of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He used to shit in the room, and they clean his shit. And he never complained, brother. They are wonderful slaves. And the Prophet, he enjoyed them very much. All of those is about the slave girls in the house of Muhammad. What her name, this one? Radwa? MashaAllah, smash Allah. Okay. Ruhaina bintu Shimyun? Okay, no problem. So all of those are slaves owned by Muhammad, and you are telling the black people who have short memory about what the Bible is saying about slavery? So who are those people? How come you Muslims don't complain about Muhammad owning all those slaves? He owned them. He is the master. Those are females kidnapped from their family and sold as a slave for your faithful prophet. Do you see how long the list? Son of Muta? Huh? Do you like this female? Do you want to buy her? Huh? You are a good Muslim. You are against slavery. Oh, yeah. I can't tell. I mean, and the Prophet was so poor, so poor. Yeah, this is Layla. She was the mistress of Aisha. Uh-huh. Aisha, she need a few slaves at home. Who is going to do dishes and laundry and clean the sperm of a Prophet Muhammad from her panties? I mean, Maria the cook. So what? I mean, she is Coptic. You can slave her, no problem. Yeah, uh-huh. And Muhammad, he used to F her too. They claim that he have a son from her. Not only she is a slave, he F the slave. Look at this. I mean, look how beautiful Muhammad, Maymuna, those all of them, they are just sex slaves. Prophet Muhammad is against slavery. I mean, what are you talking about? Prophet Muhammad, he never took slaves. Look, those are the enjoy slavery with Muhammad. I mean, it's an honor. It's an honor, brother. It's an honor. So all those lists and those potatoes, they are talking to us. And this is just a few of hundreds and thousands of slaves Muhammad he owned. And look at the title. His female slaves, may Allah bless him. Female slaves. And you are schooling the Christians about black and white and slavery? Isn't it your prophet who made fun of the look of the Asian and the black? He speak about the Asian that their face like a hammered head. And he called the black people raisin head. Isn't it your prophet who is the one who owned tens of thousands of slaves? Isn't it one of his titles, the slave owner, the buyer, the seller? You coward Muslims. You coming from legend of slavery. Your caliphate used to have tens of thousands of female as belly dancers, just belly dancers, not the cook, just for sex and entertainment. And you are talking about slavery? Cowards. And if you go in the Quran, how many times the word Quran says, in the Quran says, whatever you own in your right hand possess, you can F them. Abdul, you are yourself a slave of Allah. So all your religion from the beginning to the end is a chain of slavery. And speaking of slavery and chains, this is your faithful prophet saying the following. This is your stinky prophet saying that slavery is the duty of Muslim. You are the best people ever for mankind. Between the bracket, benefit of mankind. Chapter 3, verse 110. For mankind are those who bring them with the chains around their necks until they embrace Islam. So you capture people, you enslave them, and you force them into Islam. And by the way, your prophet did not even free the slaves who converted to Islam. When he noticed that, all of them, they will convert, then he forced them not to convert to Islam. He forced them not to say Shahada. And he not only that, he says, if he convert or not, keep them as slaves. And the proof of that, Bilal himself, he died as a slave. This is why Bilal, after Muhammad died, he says to Abu Bakr, if you bought me for the sake of Allah, free me for the sake of Allah. If you bought me for yourself, keep me for yourself, because they are a bunch of hypocrites. And you are teaching us about slavery, religion of chains around their necks. Cowards. Hypocrite. Filthy, disgusting slavery cult. And I challenged all the Muslims to tell me, why, if you Muslims against slavery, your prophet, he owned slaves until the last day of his life? Can you answer? Why he owned even slave girls who they are so young just to do dance for him? Liars, liars will end in fire. It's time for me now to go to watch a movie about Prophet Muhammad taking shower with dead dogs and women of blood from period. And don't take me wrong, the reason I want to read about how Prophet Muhammad used to jump in the sewage to clean himself, because I'm doing a scientific study about how we can use sewage for environment purpose. Obviously, Prophet Muhammad was a very green person. So he said to himself, look, we take a shower with clean water. Huh. We are doing what? We are just making water this dirty. What about we wash with dirty water? Stinky water, have dead dogs and women of blood from period and stinking garbage. That's what they say in front of you. And this is all supposedly to perform ablution. So now Muhammad is getting ready to meet Allah. So the Muhammadan, they come to us with a filthy man who he take a shower with dead dogs. And supposedly, the purpose of that is to convince you that Islam is a religion of clean. We are clean from slavery. We are clean from theft when Muhammad is the biggest thief in history. And if you check how many attacks he have in the caravan in the road, you will see how filthy he is. And they say to you he was attacking the caravan to get back what they lost. But in the same time, they say to us that Prophet Muhammad was so poor to the point he borrowed money from Jewish neighbor. But then they say to us, he's attacking the caravan to get what they lost. What they lost? You keep saying to us he was so poor. What they lost? His iPhone? We laugh at your messenger, the child molester. Deal with it. Leave your comment, Abdul, and don't school us about slavery. Your prophet is a slave owner, buyer, seller, kidnapper himself. What do you want to talk about slavery, you coward? Go and fight slavery in your religion when all your religion is based on slavery. See ya.